JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, naked man shot dead after killing mother and stealing car in Portmore. Police investigators were earlier today processing crime scenes in Portmore, St. Catherine, after a man allegedly killed his mother and stole a motor vehicle before he was shot and killed by a security guard on Tuesday morning. The suspect used a stone to bludgeon his mother to death and then tried to steal a car in Phoenix Boulevard before a security guard over there shot and killed him, a source close to the investigation said. The Constabulary Communications Unit confirmed the shooting but could not identify the deceased. Reports are that about 1:55 a.m., an unknown male who was naked breached the gate and proceeded to attack a security guard who was sitting in his white Toyota Probox near a guardhouse. The man went on to beat the security guard, who then managed to escape through the passenger side of the vehicle. The naked man then stole the vehicle and drove along Phoenix Boulevard to Phase 3. He then collided with a grey Toyota IS. The unknown assailant then proceeded to attack a security guard supervisor who had been alerted by the guards at the gate and was driving to render assistance. An armed security officer who was traveling with the supervisor attempted to assist his colleague when a tussle ensued between both men. The armed guard drew his weapon and fired several shots, which resulted in the unknown assailant being killed on the scene. Family of missing Jerusalem man worried after body found in barrel. The family of 25-year-old Jerusalem St. Andrew resident Leaford Mighty, who was last seen by loved ones on November 5, are nervously awaiting word from the police about the identity of a body found in a barrel in St. Mary on November 9. But even amidst their anxiety, they are hoping that he is still alive and have appealed for the public's assistance in locating him. His uncle, Ian Mighty, said numerous appeals for help from social media users to share anything they know about his nephew's whereabouts have proved futile. Police investigators theorize that the man found in the barrel in Golden Valley, Castleton, may have been killed elsewhere and the body brought to that community. The uncle shared that before he went missing, Mighty had told his girlfriend, whom he had earlier accompanied to a bus stop, that he was going to the country. I was alerted last week Monday by my next door neighbor about 9 p.m. I told him that he's not at my house and he must be at his girlfriend's house. He said it was his girlfriend who called him to ask where my nephew was. He's normally with her and it's a case where she had not seen him for almost 2 weeks, Ian Mighty said. He lives at my yard, but he normally goes over to her yard at nights in Marvelly. It is a case where she said she last saw him when he took her to the bus stop and then said he was coming over to my house. I know that he doesn't normally stay away from home like that, so immediately I got worried. I took her to the Duane Park police station and we filed a missing person report, and we are waiting on the police to get back to us. We heard that an unidentified body was found in a barrel in St. Mary. We heard that he went to St. Mary, so we want to just rule that out, the uncle said, adding that the family is hoping and praying that he's okay, but the longer it takes, it's just more suffering. $1.1 billion worth of cocaine seized in St. Elizabeth. The Jamaica Defense Force, JDF, is reporting that over $1.1 billion worth of cocaine, weighing over 2,000 pounds, was seized during a narcotics operation in St. Elizabeth last night. 3 men remain in custody following the siege off the coast of Black River. The Maritime, Air and Cyber Command of the JDF said a collaborative effort was instrumental in intercepting a vessel filled with cocaine destined for Jamaica. The JDF in a release said the 3 detainees on contraband were handed over to the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Narcotics Division for processing and investigations. Brigadier Roderick Williams, Brigade Commander of the MAC, commended the unit for this latest drugs bust. The 2nd District Jamaica Defense Force Coast Guard was recently commissioned as a unit less than 2 weeks ago at Discovery Bay in St. Anne. It is a remarkable testament to the diligence and bravery of our soldiers. This is a true validation of our work as sailors, airmen and operational planners in what was a collective effort of the MAC and great proof of concept of the need for growth and transformation in the MAC and the JDF, he said. The security forces are urging people to call the JDF tip line at 876-837-888 to assist in ridding the country of criminal activity. Not true. Education Minister says Reed's compensation package nowhere near $100 million. Education Minister Favour Williams is denying claims that Will Reed will receive a $100 million settlement after stepping down as principal of Jamaica College over the weekend, just hours before the expiration of his special leave. In an interview on Tuesday morning, Williams denied the exorbitant settlement figure. Yes, there was a monetary settlement, At this moment, I would not be able to give you that number because we await documentation from the board of JC. What I can say is that it is nowhere near the $100 million that I've seen quoted in the paper, Williams said. Reed was granted special leave by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information in 2016 to pursue his ministerial duties. The expiration of the leave meant that Reed was contractually obligated to return to work as a principal of JC. Questioned further as to whether the settlement was closer to a $60 million figure, Williams said, "Probably close to that, considering that the settlement, where someone has, based on current regulation, based on current Education Act, as a claim on the position. Only in the case of a person done in the position, retiring, being charged and convicted, and given a prison sentence or a settlement, you could end this situation." The embattled former education minister is currently facing fraud charges related to an embezzlement scandal at the Caribbean Maritime University. Jamaica's garbage watchdog and chief collection agency has pledged to probe the transformation of a Paddington Terrace open lot into a massive dump and has vowed to crack down on the widening scourge of construction industry rogues who scatter waste across the city. Executive Director of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, Audley Gordon, was unaware of the mounds of garbage being deposited at Paddington Terrace, but checks with its enforcement department confirmed that the practice there has been on its radar for some time. NSWMA staff had unsuccessfully staked out the premises for offenders many times, Gordon said. The NSWMA is seeking to enlist the help of the Public Health Department. "This is the first time the matter has been brought to my attention. I will ensure an immediate investigation is done. Also, we'll seek to identify the owner of said property as we pursue an early resolution," he said. The construction industry has been the leading light in the Jamaican economy, giving muscle to the recovery with sector growth of an estimated 18.3% in the April to June quarter. But the pace of growth has spiraled other problems, such as where to dispose of soil, rocks, and dismantled buildings. The Paddington property, once used as green space for community football, has now been converted into a dump of convenience. Raymond Wright, a resident of the adjacent Sandy Park community, explained that the property has been used as an ad hoc spot for the storage of soil for the 47 years he has lived there. The people them used to dump it up with dirt and take it off back and carry to other sites. More time a chopman would say the boss send me to the land, he said. 3 weeks ago, residents of the community banded together to collect money to clean up the site, which is a stone's throw away from the Sandy Park settlement. However, Wright said that their efforts were unsuccessful given the sheer volume of garbage. "We get tractor to come and clean up all of the garbage and try push it. We did try to burn out some of it, but it don't look proper. It don't look proper at all," he said. However, Sandy Park residents are not blameless in the haphazard disposal of garbage, says residents in the more affluent environs of Paddington Terrace. One resident who spoke on condition of anonymity said that she has, on several occasions, had to call firefighters twice a week to extinguish garbage being burnt at the site. Referencing the landfill serving the Jamaica capital, the resident described the scene as the embryonic stage of another Riverton dump. When the stench gets too much for them, they might like to just burn it out and then it gets out of control. In fact, the last fire covered the whole year in smoke and messed it up badly, the resident said. Jamaica reports 48 new COVID cases, 4 deaths. Jamaica reported 48 new COVID-19 cases and 4 deaths on Tuesday, bringing the infection total to 90,855 and total deaths to 2,363. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the new cases comprise 25 females and 23 males with ages ranging from 3 months to 97 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 11, St. James 11, St. Catherine 6, St. Mary 6, Hanover 6, Trelawney 3, Clarendon 2, Portland 1, St. Anne 1, and Westmoreland 1. The latest deaths include a 90-year-old female from St. Thomas, a 93-year-old female from St. Elizabeth, an 82-year-old female from St. Mary, and a 96-year-old female from St. Mary. Another death was also reported as under investigation. In the meantime, 129 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 61,965. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.